I'll guide us in a round.
Okay.
And then you take us through a round. And as you do it, maybe speak to what you're noticing.
Okay.
And you can do whatever works for you, but with the sense that we're not telling other people what they should feel, but just this is how one person does it. Okay.
Okay.
So for starters, then I'm going to bring my palms together closely, slowly. It can be a kind of ecstasy as the palms touch, and I'm feeling the unifying function of bringing the palms together. And this is a namaste posture, which kind of activates or reinvigorates or wakes up the divine in me, taking away some of the scatteredness of my being and bringing it together. Then bringing it to the heart without touching the microphone. So the heart chakra and the energy centers in the hands are all kind of, I can feel mine resonating, and I'm taking the liberty of feeling into yours, Doug. Then the awakened divinity in John bows to the divinity in Doug. This alone is such a profound practice where I, as John, intend to come together, to unify in fullness, to appreciate the oneness, the luminousness, the joy of my own being, and to look at you, and to see you as this, and myself as this. And then there's just the luminous love with a capital L, regarding itself in awe and love and kind of worshipfully. Wow. And if one is doing this alone, then who are you bowing to? And who is bowing to that? My heart, bringing the hands in to my heart area. And we may be having our hands a little lower than we might otherwise toward the microphones, which are clipped to our collars. My heart. With these words and with this gesture, I am owning and claiming my heart, my energetic heart, my physical heart. Oh, I feel kind of a sigh of relief and release. It's kind of as if I'd come home. A sense of safety, timelessness. Then I'm going to let my hands kind of drift out to our hearts. This time it's Doug's heart and my heart. As I exhale, going a little bit beyond the practices I've taught it, I'm exhaling prana, shakti, love to Doug's heart, fanning the flames of his heart, our hearts. What a miracle that we are together, here and now, with the ability to choose to have our time this way and to share this with others. And I'm opening to all hearts. And sometimes this can be a little scary, like, oh my God, all hearts. And so if it's your own daily little self, all hearts can be intimidating. So there's an opportunity to let yourself go beyond the constraints and boundaries of your only day-to-day small self and be big enough to receive all hearts. And I'm opening to them behind me, above me, below me, around me, in me. All hearts, all times, and all places. And it's almost like they are singing one song. Oh, it's so sweet. There's a Zen koan, stepping off the 100-foot pole, opening the body to the 10 directions. We might think that we are stepping off the 100-foot pole, going into this practice, and feeling all hearts is opening the body to the 10 directions. And coming back together, feeling the little ache in my arms, to one heart. One heart. And this time I feel different somehow. More of a sense of depth. Eternal stillness. It's not that I didn't feel it before, but I feel it differently now. And I use the word I as kind of a convention. There's not much I here, actually. It's more a description of perception.
So, once again, to one heart. Hands touching. The head bows. An upwelling of gratitude. Yeah, I tend to keep my eyes closed during these exercises. And that seems to me to make it easier to feel into the practice. And right now, with John's energy, it's a little hard for me to think. That's okay, that's good. A little deeper breath. I usually do 2 or 3 breaths at each position, but it is about enough time to feel into it without getting too tired. My heart. There's just this wonderful sweetness arising from the middle of my chest. All of that is occurring within this overall spaciousness. So I hope those watching are practicing along. As wonderful as this is, there's still this nervousness of being up here, being recorded. just relaxing into the feeling of this love. Our hearts open up, our arms extend. My heart reaching out to John's heart. And feeling John reaching back out to me. And little hearts. Just my shoulder blades pulled together, the chest open. Opening up to feeling the expansiveness of being. And that's about as long as is comfortable for me. So, back to one heart, hands together. Now, more than before, I'm just into that openness. There's a bit of ease in my being. The postures witnessed. And that's good for this round.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, John.
You may not feel like talking much now, so I'll just say to those who might be watching, thank you for being with us. Please experiment with this, make it your own. Let it feed you and nurture you and bless you. And let me know how it's going for you. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Doug.